Hey guys, so today I have a clean with me video and I asked on Instagram what kind of voiceover topic you wanted to hear, and most people wanted to hear about our Team Green experience, so what it was like to not know baby's sex until they were born. So Bear is already gonna be like a year old by the time you guys see this video, so it's been a while, but I have had these notes in my phone ever since I was pregnant with him, and I did plan on filming a video about it, so let's just go ahead and do it as a voiceover this time. So actually, this particular day when I'm cleaning the house, the boys are all at grandma's, so I had the whole house to myself, so you will not see anybody in the background messing up the things that I cleaned. I sent them to grandma's and I cleaned for like 2 hours. It was really nice. Okay, so anyway, talking about not knowing baby's sex while I was pregnant, I did feel like I bonded better to my older two boys. Calvin and Aaron, I knew that they were boys as soon as I could know they were boys. And with baby Barret, number 3, we decided we didn't want to learn baby's sex until they were born. But I did honestly feel like I wasn't as connected to baby in the first half of the pregnancy. So until about 20 weeks, I was very kind of disconnected. But after that time, when I started getting bigger, baby was bigger, and I was seeing them a lot more on ultrasound because I did have a high-risk pregnancy, so I got to see him a lot on ultrasound. I started to bond with him a little bit more. So I will mention that the first half of the pregnancy was different than with my older two kiddos. So we did know both of the names that we wanted to use, the girl name and the boy name, very early, and so we could have been referring to baby as either of those names, but we just decided to call them baby a lot, and I really tried to make it a point to call them they, not it. But it was weird, especially having experienced it the other way. I used to call Calvin and Aaron their names all the time. It was different not calling Barret. But from the very beginning, I was calling him Baby Bear when I would talk about him on Instagram in particular. I don't remember if I really said it much in real life, but on Instagram I called him Baby Bear. And I don't know if that was just on the inside, I kind of felt like he was a boy, you know, so I always called him Baby Bear, because that's what I call him now, because his name's Barret. But yeah. So yeah, bonding to baby was kind of weird, and not being able to call them by their name was kind of weird in the beginning, but by the time the 3rd trimester came around, it really wasn't that big of a deal to me. So even with the older boys, so yeah, we knew their name, we knew what their sex was going to be, but we still didn't know, you know, what color hair they would have, what eyes they would have, what they would look like. So of course they were still, you know, a surprise at birth to meet them finally, but it was just an added little extra surprise with Bear not knowing his sex. Now I do think this would be harder to do if it was my first baby, but on the other hand, if you had a baby shower for your first kiddo and nobody knows the sex, you're gonna get things that you actually need instead of a bunch of girly outfits or boyish outfits, you know, so that would be beneficial in that way. But I do think it would be kind of hard because you're so excited in your first pregnancy, you don't have a bunch of other kids to worry about, and you just can focus on your pregnancy. So I think it would be hard to not know baby's sex the whole pregnancy, but at the same time I think it would be really beneficial for the baby shower, honestly. So one thing I did find that I wanted to do at the end of my pregnancy, I wanted to have a girl bow just in case, because if I was gonna take baby's first picture and send it to everybody while we were in the hospital, I wanted to have a bow just in case it was a girl. And so I did just make a little, you know, just handmade bow out of ribbon and just kind of pinned it onto a little baby hat just in case, even though I have to be honest, guys, I was very high in the percentage. I thought it was a boy the entire time. I had myself pretty much convinced it was a boy. There was a very, very, very low chance that I thought it was gonna be a girl. I really did not think Bear was gonna be a girl. And so I do kind of feel sad about that. I feel I kind of bummed myself out. Not bummed myself out, but I feel I focused too much on thinking it was a boy that I didn't really get surprised when he was a boy. When he was born, when we went into the hospital and the nurses were like, oh, it's a surprise baby? And I was like, yeah, it's a surprise, but it's a boy. They were like, oh, you're not even trying to you know, be neutral on that subject? And I'm like, no, I'm convinced that it's a boy. Even when baby was born, and our doctor was like, do you want to know what it is? And Justin looked up and saw that it was a boy. Like, I mean, it really didn't feel very exciting because I was already convinced that it was a boy anyway. I wish I would have let myself not think that, but I don't know how I would have done that. I don't know how I would have been neutral on it when I felt so strongly the whole time it was a boy. If we were, I mean, like, we're not having another baby. Unless some medical miracle happens, we're not gonna have another baby. But if we did do it again, I would try really, really, really hard to not make assumptions and not let myself assume that it's one or the other, you know? But also, like, on the other hand, like, I have 3 boys now. I don't know if I would do it again because I wouldn't want to get my, like, I wouldn't care if it was a boy or a girl. Like, I'm gonna love my baby no matter what, but I feel like after 3 boys, I might let my hopes get up that it was gonna be a girl the 4th time, and then maybe if it was a boy, I might feel like that little ping of disappointment, and I wouldn't want to feel that. So I am kind of on the fence. I don't know if I'd really do it again. I think I would, but also I wouldn't want to be like that teensy little bit of like sad or disappointed on delivery day, you know, on baby's birthday. So I don't know. It's hard to say what I would do because it's totally, you know, not in the cards. Now, I did wonder while I was pregnant, was it going to make delivery more exciting and less scary? But I have to say, no, that was not the case. I've had C-sections with all 3 of the boys. Getting the spinal block was still not fun. You know, having surgery is still not fun. Delivery was not really more exciting. It was still scary and not cool, you know? So I don't feel like it made it any more, like, special or anything. So I don't know, would I like recommend it to somebody? Of course it's your own decision to make, and I think it was fun to do it one time, but like after Barret was born, like me and my husband haven't really like talked about it or mentioned it. Like we kind of just forgot about it, you know, like, oh yeah, we didn't know Barret was gonna be a boy the whole time. So, I mean, maybe it was fun in the moment, but like I said, I convinced myself too much that he was gonna be a boy. So if you're gonna try it, if you don't want to know baby's sex, try, I don't know how, but try to keep your mind totally neutral so that you're actually surprised on delivery day, on baby's birthday. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you liked watching me clean up my house a little bit. If you have any other topics you want to hear about in another future Clean With Me video, let me know down in the comments below, and I'll talk to you guys next time. Bye!